Okay, welcome to the fifth video of this series in jurisprudence. Today's topic is difference between natural law school and positive law school. It is one of the most foundational concepts in jurisprudence. So please pay attention. Natural law school and positive law schools are two major schools of thought in legal philosophy, each presenting different views on the nature, origin, and function of law. Natural law schools asserts that law is based on inherent moral principles and universal human rights which exist independently of human made laws. This school of thought believes that there are objective standards of justice and morality, and laws must conform. And if human laws are in conflict with these natural principles, they are unjust and lack legitimacy. Philosophers like Aristotle, Saint Thomas Aquinas, and John Locke are proponents of natural law. On the other hand, there is positive law school, which is also called as legal positivism, holds that law is a set of rules and norms created by human beings, especially sovereign authorities or legislature. It emphasizes that law is what is posited or laid down by the state, regardless of whether it aligns with moral or ethical standards. The validity of law is determined by its creation and enforcement by proper authority, not by any moral consideration. Legal positivists like John Austin, Jeremy Bentham, and H.L.A. Hurt argue that law should be studied as it is rather than what it ought to be. So, we'll try to understand the difference between these two schools by the analogy of the two roads. So, imagine two roads leading to a city, road A and road B. Natural school of law or natural law school is like road A, which is said to be natural path to the city. It is a scenic route that follows natural landscape, winding along rivers through forests across plains. Those who advocate for taking road A believe that it is the correct path because it aligns with the natural geography, offering a journey that respects the natural order. They argue that if people follow this road, they are more likely to have a harmonious and just journey. In their view, any deviation from this natural route would be wrong as it would ignore the true way that has been set by nature. Similarly, natural law school believes that law should align with universal moral principles and natural justice. Just as road A follows the natural terrain, natural law follows what is perceived as inherently right, fair, and just. If a law is unjust or immoral, such as law allowing discrimination or slavery, natural law theorists argue that it should not be considered a true law because it violates fundamental human rights and justice. Now, look at positive law school like Road B, a road that has been carefully designed and constructed by city planners and engineers. This road may not follow the natural landscape. Instead, it might be straighter, with bridges over rivers, tunnels through mountains, making journey faster and more efficient. Proponents of Road B argue that it is a better road because it is built according to the needs of the people traveling to the city. With clear signs, rules, and traffic lights ensuring that everyone reaches the city safely and efficiently. Similarly, the positive law school believes that law is what is created by human authorities to meet societal needs. Just as road B is a human made road with specific rules for safety, order, positive law consists of rules established by legitimate authorities to maintain social order and governance. Whether these laws are moral or not is irrelevant to the status of law, status as law. For example, a tax law that requires citizens to pay is valid because it is created by the legislature, regardless of whether individual perceive it as fair or not. So now let us look at a comparative analysis of the two roads. While road A represents a path that is natural and morally aligned, it may be less clear, more winding, and subject to interpretation, much like moral and ethical debates surrounding natural law. Road B, however, is a direct, clear, and enforceable, but may not always follow the natural or moral path, much like positive law, which prioritizes order, enforceability, and clarity over moral considerations. In conclusion, the natural law school focuses more on the moral and ethical approach to law, suggesting that laws must align with inherent principles of justice to be legitimate. In contrast, the positive law school emphasizes that human construct defined by societal orders independent of moral or ethical considerations. That is, positive law school emphasize that law is a human construct defined by societal authorities independent of moral or ethical consideration. Just like travelers may choose between scenic moral route A or the efficient constructed route B, societies choose how to approach their legal system based on these differing philosophical foundations. So this is about the difference between the natural law school and the positive law school. In the next lecture, we look into the definitions given by jurisprudence by various authors. And thank you for watching this video.